Hey there, Capricorn, it's Sony. This is a general tarot card reading for the week of February 6th through February 12th, 2022. I will be looking at the focus of your energy, what's on your mind, what touches your heart, what you can accomplish, and what you should celebrate. I'll also be pulling a couple of oracle cards to identify the overall vibe of the week and advice for how you can have the best week possible. I will start out by pulling a card to identify the vibe of the week of February 6th. You have rebirth. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. Okay, so I will be drawing some cards and then I'll go on to clarify each of the positions. You have Judgment, Knight of Swords, the Fool, Five of Cups, and the Emperor. And the bottom of the deck here that I use as the influencing energy or the overall lesson of the reading is the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess, it can indicate having a sense of grace or balanced inner knowing, using your intuition. So we'll see how this plays out a little bit here, but I will keep in mind this creating your own reality rebirth card. So it's interesting, in the area of the focus of your energy, you have this Judgment card, which basically is a rebirth card in of itself, which kind of says, you know, answer the call to take a moment of truth, to reflect honestly about the decisions that you've made, the choices and actions of your past, and kind of accept who you are as a person, and then just let go of what no longer serves you. And it is kind of like a rebirth in that you are letting go of the old and kind of creating a sense of newness for yourself, which could be what this Fool card is about. But I'll go ahead and clarify this Judgment card here. You have the Star, and you have the Death cards. So focus of your energy the week of February 6th seems to be some major life lessons that you'll learn about healing, getting a sense of clarity, releasing what doesn't serve you, and kind of having a transformation. So those kind of indicate some heavy concepts, and I'm going to go ahead and further clarify this. You have the Eight of Wands. So it indicates that this is going to be, it could be that you're already in progress with this transition and rebirth of sorts, and that you are going to be moving forward with a more focus on what's true to you, what's true to your heart, and maybe even tapping into your intuition. But we have more to go. So, in what's going to be on your mind, you have the Knight of Swords here. So, Knight of Swords is kind of a person who seeks truth, who rushes to action with the best intentions, maybe not always thinking through the plan. And in terms of clarification, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Five of Wands. So with the Three of Cups and the Five of Wands, it indicates that in a social group or perhaps classmates, friends, there might be some kind of butting of heads and minor annoyances, but basically it's not meant to injure or harm anyone. It's just each individual is trying to grow in their own way and test out their ideas and their sense of self. So I think that with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of you trying to stay true to who you are. Just make sure that if you're in a situation, a social setting, a work setting where you need to assert your truth, that you do it with a sense of diplomacy. So, in terms of what touches your heart, you have this Fool card. Basically, that is a rebirth. That is kind of a sense of wonder, a sense of being a free spirit, kind of exploring potential and taking kind of calculated risks, thinking outside the box. So I'm going to do some clarification. We have the Four of Swords, and these rose petal kind of finished cards tend to stick together. You have the Seven of Cups here. So in terms of what touches your heart, it seems that after some withdrawal from a certain situation and some reflection, honest reflection of how you contributed to whatever situation it was, there's a sense of healing that you'll be able to accomplish, and you'll be able to explore a lot of options for yourself. And if you want to pick the best option for you, just follow your heart, follow your intuition, and it will kind of bring you new experiences. So here we have in the Five of Cups is what you will accomplish. So Five of Cups is kind of loss and disappointment, grief, things like that. It's some place where it's okay to look at what has happened and grieve the loss, but not live in it. In this area with the Judgment and the Death, it's a similar concept of, you know, change, loss, things that you had expected or gave you comfort and are no longer available. It's a difficult transition. But what you will accomplish, it seems like you will be able to grow from that. You will be able to kind of appreciate the past so that you can keep an open heart for creating your future. So I'll go ahead and clarify the Five of Cups. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So it could be that in your accomplishment you have done this judgment, you have kind of grown from this loss, and you're able to work on yourself, work on your skills, your talent, and create a sense of value for yourself. Perhaps have new ideas. There's more clarity now, especially with the Star, with this healing. You'll have more clarity to pursue the future you want. And with what you should celebrate, you have this Emperor card here. With the Emperor, there's a sense of boundaries, sense of security, a certain sense of authority and power. Maybe you are healing and regaining your sense of power. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Emperor over there. You have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. And what's catching my attention in this Three of Pentacles, it almost seems like broken pieces. So with this Emperor, what you can celebrate, I'm seeing that there's a sense of not being whole, a sense of not having enough. You can start healing yourself and healing the past and start working on the pieces to connect with others and show your ability to be secure, to have power. And with the clarifying deck, the bottom of that is this Knight of Pentacles, which indicates that there is work to be done. There is a path ahead, and there is, you need to be a little bit disciplined, you need to have a plan, but first and foremost, you have to kind of take some time to reflect, heal, and in that process, grieve losses, but also grow from the experience so you can have this miraculous rebirth. And I'll go ahead and pick a card to see what advice there is for you, Capricorn, to have the best week possible. You have this First Light card, beginning a new cycle. So here you have beginning a new cycle with rebirth, and the Judgment card, the Fool card. So basically I'm seeing that there is still more work to do, but you will be able to create the stability that you want and be able to explore with your heart and discover a new sense of self. So Capricorn, I hope this provides some helpful perspective, and we'll see you next time. Take care.